The night it all unraveled was supposed to be one of the happiest of our lives. We were at a family dinner, celebrating the upcoming wedding. Everyone was there, her parents, my parents, friends, cousins. The room buzzed with laughter, clinking glasses, and the kind of warmth that comes when two families are about to become one. She sat beside me, her hand lightly resting on my arm, and for a moment I believed the future we had been planning was secure. But then someone asked a harmless question. "So, do you ever miss your single life?" It was meant as a joke, just small talk. She laughed a little too loudly, then took a sip of wine before replying. "I don't miss being single," she said. "But sometimes, I do regret leaving my ex for him." Her words hit me like a slap. The room went quiet, conversations dying mid-sentence. I felt every eye turn toward us, toward me. My fiancé's cheeks flushed red, but instead of taking it back, she shrugged like it was nothing. "I'm just being honest," she added with a laugh that sounded brittle. I couldn't move. My throat tightened, my hands cold against the tablecloth. Her ex, the man she had sworn was part of her past, suddenly had a shadow over our present. And she had chosen to reveal that regret not in private, not in a moment of weakness, but in front of everyone I loved. I forced a smile, pretending her words hadn't gutted me. I nodded when someone tried to change the subject, but inside I was sinking. That night, as we left the restaurant, her hand slipped into mine like nothing had happened. But all I could feel was the echo of her confession, looping in my mind. "I regret leaving my ex for him." That night I barely slept. She curled up beside me, snoring softly like nothing had happened, while I lay awake staring at the ceiling. Her words echoed louder in the silence than they had at the dinner table. I kept asking myself, was it the wine talking, or had she just revealed the truth she'd been hiding all along? The next morning, over coffee, I tried to bring it up. "Do you remember what you said last night?" I asked carefully. She frowned, scrolling through her phone. "What are you talking about?" "At dinner. About regretting leaving your ex." Her face twisted into irritation. "Oh, that? It was a joke. You're being dramatic." But I had seen the way her eyes softened when she said it, the way her voice dipped into something real. A joke doesn't silence a whole room. A joke doesn't leave me feeling like a stranger in my own engagement. The days that followed only deepened the crack. She became distant, checking her messages more often, smiling at a screen she wouldn't let me see. When I asked who it was, she snapped. "Why are you so insecure? Do you not trust me?" I wanted to trust her. God, I wanted to believe the woman I asked to marry me still wanted the same future we had planned together. But my gut twisted every time she brushed off my questions, every time she rolled her eyes at my pain. Then one afternoon, I overheard her talking on the phone in the other room. Her voice was soft, almost tender, a tone I hadn't heard directed at me in months. And though I couldn't make out the words, I didn't need to. The truth was already sitting heavy in my chest. The wedding was only a few weeks away, and invitations had already gone out. My mother was calling daily about last-minute arrangements. Her mother was fussing over the dress fittings. And yet I walked around like a ghost, pretending to be excited while carrying the weight of her confession. One evening, we were with a group of friends, celebrating our engagement again. The night was full of laughter until one of them jokingly raised a glass and said, "To the future husband, may she never regret you like she did her ex." Everyone chuckled, but I noticed how her smile faltered. The color drained from her face, and for a split second, guilt flickered in her eyes. That was it. I realized I couldn't marry a woman whose love was conditional, whose heart still looked backward while I was offering her my entire future. When the laughter died down, I cleared my throat and said quietly but firmly, "Actually, there's not going to be a wedding." The room froze. She whipped her head toward me, eyes wide. "What are you talking about? I can't marry someone who admits, publicly no less, that she regrets choosing me. Love isn't built on second guesses or comparisons. It's built on commitment. And if I'm not your choice with certainty, then I'm not your choice at all." She reached for my hand, panic in her voice now. "Wait, you don't mean this." I was stupid. I didn't mean it like that. But it was too late. I stood, feeling strangely calm, the decision solidifying in my chest. "You may not regret your ex anymore," I said. but you're going to regret losing me." And with that, I walked away, leaving behind the wedding plans, the noise, and the woman who never truly chose me. For the first time in months, I felt free,